So welcome back to Wild Outdoor Living. I've noticed recently that there's a bit of confusion regarding bike packing versus bike touring. Now, there's a bit of a gray area. There's nothing really in the rules that says which is which and what you should call either one. However, there can be some confusion if you use these terms wrong. So basically, bike packing and bike touring depend mostly on the type of gear and bags that you use. So in a bike packing setup, you have soft bags that are strapped to the frame and to the seat posts and to the handlebars. There's no racks involved. They're all fairly soft bags. In general, bike packers are using less gear or their gear weighs less. So this is really ultralight stuff, kind of like you would in actual backpacking. And bike tours, on the other hand, are usually carrying more weight, but the main difference is they have racks. They typically have panniers with a hard plate in the back that are hooked onto the rack. This is a more traditional setup. It's been around for a lot longer. That is the main difference between the two. Now, bike packing, for the most part, has been an off-road endeavor. It was developed primarily so that mountain bikers could go do bike travel on trails that are often much more technical, tighter than your typical touring route. And so the pros of these bike packing bags are that they have really great central mass, the weight is fairly low on the bike, and the weight itself is fairly minimal. So that makes the bikes much more maneuverable and a lot more fun to ride on hard technical trails. That said, people have been taking bike touring bikes off-road for years. And more recently, we've seen people take road bikes with bike packing bags, many times carbon race bikes, on the road. So if I take the Madone on the road with bike packing bags, am I touring or am I bike packing? Case in point, we had 4 or 5 guys come to our house for a warm showers visit during the summer. I think there was 4. Anyways, 3 of them had a more traditional bike touring setup with racks and panniers, depending on where you are in the world. One of them, however, used to do a lot of bike packing before he went on this cross-country tour, and so he was using bike packing bags. So even though he's on the same trip as his 3 friends, is he bike packing or is he bike touring? Well, they are definitely bike touring. It doesn't freaking matter. The point is, you can do whatever you want. You can call it whatever you want. But at the end of the day, that's basically the difference between the two. Do you not have a bucket of tubes? Everything is tubeless, and I still have a bucket of tubes, so you better have a bucket of tubes.